Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Ethereum price is actually seeing a small bounce along this level of support just here, which I was actually covering as the neckline in the last 1 to 2 videos for this potential head and shoulders pattern. But of course, the head and shoulders pattern is not fully confirmed until we break that line just there. So the fact that we are seeing a small bounce here in the short term, this is actually setting up a brand new pattern, which is potentially about to break out any seconds now. And I actually covered it hours ago over on my Twitter, but I'll give you guys a full update exactly what that brand new pattern is for Ethereum. I'll also be revealing my next Ethereum price targets, my Ethereum strategy, my current Ethereum trade, and on top of all of that information, towards the end of this video, I will be covering Polkadot. This is one of the most suggested altcoins in the comment section down below. So once again, if you have an altcoin you want me to cover, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll simply be covering the most suggested altcoins first. So if you see another altcoin comment down below, make sure to give it a like if that's an altcoin that you want to see as well, to really help push those altcoins to the top of the comment section so I can make some videos about them. All of that and more in this video. So make sure you're watching all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And if that sounds good to you, just before we jump into it, be sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future update videos. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see just here, once again, we are seeing another small bounce along this neckline just here, along this level of support. Now, in my last 2 Ethereum videos, I was talking about this potential head and shoulders pattern forming for Ethereum, but I made it clear in those videos that that head and shoulders pattern does not confirm until we break the neckline just here. By the way, that neckline just yesterday was coming in at around 3,060 approximately. And yeah, once again, we saw a couple wicks bounce along that level just there, but no actual candle close below that level on the 4-hour time frame. So of course, if the price of Ethereum does come back down in the immediate short term and actually breaks that neckline for good, then we can still head a little bit lower towards the price targets for this head and shoulders pattern, which I covered yesterday. Right now, the fact that we have seen yet another short-term bounce along that descending line of support just here, as you can see, that is leading into a potential falling wedge pattern on the 4-hour time frame right here. So we've already seen 2 main touch points along this falling wedge pattern, and right now we are potentially making a third, or we are potentially breaking out to the upside. And for those of you thinking that this is a little bit late, we're already starting to break out to the upside. I did actually mention this pattern hours ago over on my Twitter when the Ethereum price was all the way down here, seeing this initial bounce to the upside. And also, when I revealed that pattern over on my Twitter, I actually revealed this trade setup over on my Twitter that I did actually take right at that moment in time. So seriously, if you're not following me over on my Twitter, which by the way, I'll link my Twitter in the description down below. Obviously, it's completely for free to follow me on Twitter. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're going to be getting these extra trade signals and all of those extra updates throughout the day. And as you can see just here, this is only a smaller trade because of course, right now opening a long position in a short-term downtrend is a little bit risky. Also because of the fact that I am actually expecting some more downside price action for Ethereum in the coming 1 to 2 weeks potentially. But yeah, if you looked over on my Twitter, this started out as a $30,000 trade on Ethereum, and since then I did actually reduce it by 10,000 because once again I just wanted to take a little bit of risk off the table. So right now I did once again confirm just a little bit of profits and just reduce that trade. But yeah, at the moment it's sitting in 17% profit, so that's not bad. And speaking of trading, we have less than 1 day to go until the World Series of Trading begins. As you can see just here, in around 19 hours the trading officially begins for this trading competition. This only comes around once a year, and this year's maximum prize pool for the teams is $6 million US, but that's if the maximum participants actually join this competition. Right now, with the participants that are currently signed up, the current prize pool for the teams is actually around $1.8 million US, which is still obviously a really great prize pool. That is a lot of money to go after. And as you can see, I have an official Crypto World team in this competition. So far, we've got 42 members in our team, and I'm going to be kicking this team off with a bang to start off the trading because of course, as soon as the trading starts just here, I will already be in that profitable Ethereum trade. So we're already going to be doing well in this World Series of Trading, and simply just by being a member in my team just here, if our team places well in this competition, you get a share in that multi-million-dollar prize pool. And by the way, it doesn't cost anything to sign up. There's no entry fee or anything. There's only a minimum deposit that you have to meet, that's all. But other than the minimum deposit, if you actually join my team, either way, whether our team does well or not, you can actually apply for a $3,650 bonus just simply by joining my team before the 4th of September, because the 4th of September is that cutoff date for the extra $3,650 bonus. And the instructions that you can actually use to get that extra $3,650 bonus are in the description down below and in the pinned comment. And by the way, how you can join our team is once again clicking the first link in the description. It'll take you to this page just here, and you simply just come down here to the all troops section just here, and then type in crypto world, 2 words, and it'll come up with my team where you can join my team if you would like. And by the way, just quickly mentioning the price target for this pattern, if we confirm the breakout just here, the technical price target is the top of the wedge, which is coming in at around 3,350. Right now, I've got to take profits at around 3.3k, but I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this trade as well, because of course we are in just a short-term downtrend. We haven't confirmed a new uptrend just yet, so keep in mind that this could be a little bit of a risky long position. But yeah, obviously I'll keep you guys updated on this channel and over on my Twitter. Link to my Twitter in the description once again. And as I was also mentioning yesterday, the RSI was starting to flatten out just here, and the MACD was actually approaching a bottom. And right now we are actually getting a bullish cross in the MACD. And once again, I let you guys know that that would happen hours ago over on my Twitter. But keep in mind that this bullish movement is only in the short term. It's only on the 4-hour chart, for example. If you're zooming out to the daily Ethereum chart, right now we are still in a pretty strong downtrend in the Ethereum RSI on the daily time frame, and also in the MACD, these moving averages are still pointing towards the downside. We aren't getting any sort of bullish cross just yet. So once again, even if we are seeing some short-term bullish price action on the bigger picture, there's still some bigger bearish signs at play just here. So that's where I was just saying a little bit earlier in the video, I actually expect, some bearish price action, or at least sideways consolidation, to continue to play out potentially over the next 1 to 2 weeks or so. And as for some major price targets and areas of support for Ethereum on this big picture just here, looking at support levels below 2.9k and major price targets to the upside, the subscribers on this channel would already know about all of that information, because I actually just covered it 2 days ago on this channel. So for the brand new viewers on the channel that want to know some higher price targets to the upside and important levels of support once again to the downside if we break these levels just here, after you finish watching this video, definitely go onto my channel and go back 2 days ago to that Ethereum update. And once again, I explain in that video some more areas to pay attention to for Ethereum. All right, now checking out the Polkadot to US dollar chart on the 1-day time frame. Once again, this was one of your most suggested altcoins in the comment section down below. A lot of you have been telling me over the past few days, in fact, over the past couple of weeks, to add Polkadot to one of my videos. So here you go. And just a quick disclaimer before we head into the analysis, I do actually own Polkadot as a part of my altcoin portfolio and my overall crypto portfolio. Once again, I hold Polkadot because fundamentally speaking, in my eyes, Polkadot is a very valuable project. Now, I did actually buy into Polkadot pretty early on, but from my research into Polkadot's fundamentals, this is a project that is here to stay for the longer term. But please always do your own research when it comes to altcoins. Even though I've done my research on Polkadot, and even though I'm investing my money into Polkadot, you should never invest in an altcoin just because you hear someone talking about it on a YouTube video. So please, if you're investing into the altcoin market, make sure you know what you're investing in before you actually invest in it. That is always really important to remember. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the Polkadot analysis for today. So right here, just on the daily time frame, once again, as you can see, we've run into some major resistance on the Polkadot chart, which is coming in at around $29 approximately. Because zooming back a little bit further, as you can see, we've actually found resistance along that exact line previously. And also zooming back a little bit further, we've found huge amounts of support along that exact line as well, around 28 to 29 US dollars. Starting all the way back in around February this year, once again, we saw 3 massive bounces along that very important line. And then as soon as we broke below that exact line just there, once again, it provided resistance. And so far, we are currently still using it as resistance, coming in at around $29. And also the price ran into that resistance just as the RSI on the daily time frame was reaching these overbought areas, as you can see. So Polkadot was actually due for a short-term pullback, just a short-term correction once again. And on the daily time frame, we did actually see a bearish cross in the MACD in these moving averages just here, and we did flip into the slightly bearish momentum on the daily chart for Polkadot once again. So on the daily time frame, once again, this has lost the momentum to the upside just in the short term. Of course, if we can really break above this level just here, then I would actually expect Polkadot to continue to explode to the upside above this level just there, especially if we can flip it into new support and start bouncing along that level again. Because as you can see, pretty much every time previously that we bounced along that level to the upside, a pretty decent game came not long after that. In fact, most of these times we gained around 60 to 70% if we bounced above that level once again. So seriously, around $29 to $30, I'd say, is seriously the level of resistance to break for Polkadot. Now, zooming in a little bit further into the 4-hour time frame for Polkadot versus the US dollar, as you can see just here, we're actually seeing a pretty similar thing to what we're seeing right now in Ethereum. We're seeing a bullish cross in the MACD and a flip into the bullish momentum on the 4-hour time frame, as well as the price starting to break an important descending line of resistance, which is of course a bullish sign in the immediate short term, especially if we can now confirm this break. So really, we need to see a candle close above this line of resistance. So the line of resistance that I'm talking about, by the way, is coming in at around $25.30 approximately. So if we can now stay above that line just there and even use that line as support now, that will actually send the price of Polkadot to the upside. And if that's the case in the short term, some Fibonacci levels to pay attention to, well, right now we're actually battling the 38.2% Fibonacci level, coming in at around $25.70. Anything above that, really, I'd mainly be paying attention to the golden pocket, coming in at around $27. And of course, our support to the downside, we've got a huge amount of support right here. As you can see, this horizontal line coming in at around $23 approximately, because so far we did actually see one bounce along it just here within the last 1 to 2 days. And also zooming back a little bit further, we previously found resistance along that line, and as soon as we broke above that line just there, we actually found quite a lot of support along that line before we continued to head even higher. Now, of course, all of that is important information and things that I'm paying attention to for Polkadot right now. But above all of that, seriously, one of the most important Polkadot charts that I'm paying attention to right now is the Polkadot to Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. As you can see just here, Polkadot, when valued against Bitcoin, actually formed a huge inverse head and shoulders pattern. We already broke to the upside, and right now we are actually getting a successful retest along this level, and we already saw the spike in volume as we broke out to the upside. So seriously, if we can see this green daily candle close as a green daily candle and confirm this level as support, then this is very bullish for Polkadot versus Bitcoin. And the technical price target now, if we can hold that neckline just there, which by the way, the neckline right now is coming in at around 0.0005 Bitcoin approximately, which is also known as 50,000 Satoshis per Polkadot. So yeah, seriously, if we can confirm that level as support once again, the technical price target for Polkadot to the upside, now that we have broken out of this huge inverse head and shoulders pattern, the technical price target is coming in at around 0.00064 Bitcoin per Polkadot, which is also known as 64,000 Satoshis approximately. So from this neckline just here, the point of the breakout to that price target, that is around a 28% gain for Polkadot versus Bitcoin. So of course, if Bitcoin is heading to the upside, that means Polkadot is outperforming Bitcoin by 28%. But then let's just say if Bitcoin drops by 28% to the downside against the US dollar, that means that Polkadot is basically staying stable against the US dollar. So that's what that gain against Bitcoin basically means. It just means that Polkadot, at least in the shorter term, is very likely going to outperform Bitcoin. But once again, I can't stress this enough, even though Polkadot is a part of my overall crypto strategy, still make sure you're doing your own research on any altcoin you're investing in, because of course for the newer investors out there, Bitcoin and Ethereum might seem volatile enough, but when you're diving deeper into the other altcoins out there, the further down the list of altcoins you go, the more and more risk you will be taking on if you are investing into those smaller altcoins once again. So just make sure that you know that there's extra risks involved when you're diving into altcoins. But yeah, once again, in the mid to the long term for Polkadot, I am actually really bullish on the Polkadot price and also on the actual project itself. Fundamentally speaking, it is a very strong project, but of course, don't take my word for it. Make sure you're doing your own research as always. But anyway, that's just about everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future videos. I post these sort of updates every single day here on the channel. I post Bitcoin and Ethereum every day, and usually I include one of these extra altcoins that you guys are suggesting in the comment section down below, alongside my usual Bitcoin and Ethereum updates as always. And also, I just want to quickly say thank you so much to all 60,000 of you now that have subscribed to the channel. We just crossed over that 60,000 subscriber milestone. Now, seriously, can't thank you guys enough. I honestly appreciate every single one of you on this channel. Let's see if we can try pump the subscribers up to 100k by the end of the year. I reckon this community can do it by the end of the year. But anyway, that's just about everything I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.